Hey, what's up? This is me here, back with another Rome Total War battle. This time I'm doing a siege battle on British grasslands with a large town that I'm defending. I am the Romans, and my opponent is the Germania tribe. So, I am using a pre-Marion army, so 10 units of Principes and 2 units of Archer Auxilia. Um, it's just the Principes look the most like the pre-Marion troops, so even though they aren't, so these guys would have been fighting like 250 years before. But anyway, I am basically just gonna set it up like this, spread them out along the wall so that they can pretty much cover the whole thing. I don't know where he's going to bring his battering rams or how many he's going to have, but we'll see about that. And basically, I want him to come through the gate, so you're going to see about a little bit later, I'm going to lay a trap for him. I want to bring him through the gate and hopefully use all these guys to swarm in on him and block him, so you'll see that a little bit later. But if they have more than 1 or 2 battering rams, then I'm going to be a little bit more hard-pressed to attack them while they come in, but we'll see. Hopefully I can funnel them through this little part right here. But anyway, I'm just waiting for my opponent to finish deploying, and there it goes. So, let's turn around here. Let's look at the Germanic army. So we've got 3 chosen axemen. One of them's manning the battering ram, the other one is not, and I'm flaming them with my arrows. 3 phalanx, 2 peasant units, and 3 units of cavalry right at the back. So they're advancing with their battering ram towards the gate, and look at this here. I'm running my Archer Auxilia out in skirmish mode because I really don't care about them that much. The other one's still firing, but I run the other ones out in skirmish mode, and I turn them off skirmish mode and they start firing arrows. But anyway, basically they're just outside, and I'm kind of leaving them out there for a second. I'm hoping the axemen will go for them. So the axemen have left the battering ram for the most part, and they're chasing my Archer Auxilia. So I'm hoping that they'll try and chase them like back in through the gate. So I'm sending more Archer Auxilia out to leave that gate open, and hopefully they'll follow my Archer Auxilia in and try and funnel all their troops through that little area. I'm hoping. Maybe, maybe not, but they only have 1 battering ram, and they were kind of going for the gate anyway, but I figured I'd make it a little bit easier. And here they go, they're rushing for the gap, and that's exactly what I wanted. This will be perfect because, as you can see, all the reserves I have on the side will be able to come in and help fight these guys. So my troops are throwing their pila right now, basically their javelins, and so we lost the gates, but not a big deal. Now I got these guys throwing pila from the side at these troops as they enter, and I got the guys on the other side right over there throwing their pila as well. So the guys coming in are pretty much getting destroyed, and here comes the hail of pila, and they're about to start charging in a second. These guys officially have charged in, so now I kind of got an encirclement here, and then these guys will throw, I believe this is their last pila, and then they charge in. We'll see here. But there's another hail of javelins. Look at all the guys they killed. And here they go. They're rushing in. I don't know why they went that way and then went in. I'm not sure. They were kind of supposed to go in straight from the side, but they're reinforcing these guys anyway, so I guess that works. Because look at the cavalry. It's trying to break through. And my Principes, they really aren't that good. Like, Roman infantry is good, but Principes themselves are only like 490 denarii each. They're not good at all. But his cavalry has actually just broken through. And look at these guys. These Principes are just getting absolutely destroyed right now. My Archer Auxilia are still flaming the general area around here. My Archer Auxilia are also down there. And there's my general routing right there, but there's actually 1 person left in his unit. Just him. That's it. But, yeah, it's kind of funny. They kind of got destroyed. But now I'm bringing in my other reserves. These guys and these guys from this side. And that's why it's important to have reserves, because then you can just pretty much help out wherever your battle like is lacking, so you can just help out. So I'm throwing in these 2 reserves I had on the top as well. So they're just swarming around the enemy, and I love doing this, luring them through the gate, because they only come through one direction, so you can just completely surround them with troops. So right now these guys are throwing their Pila, and we've successfully got the horses pretty much out of there. There's a few of them left, but they're not really a factor anymore. That Gothic cavalry is really actually something to look at, because they can pretty much destroy almost any cavalry, really, other than maybe cataphracts. But the enemy general has just been slain, and for Germania, that's a lot more of a hardship than if it were like Rome or Greek city-states or something, because they're a barbarian tribe, so they get a little bit more disheartened by their leader. But obviously there are enough of them in this fight right now that they're not going to rout right away. But right now I got my Principes pretty much surrounding them, and I've got these guys just throwing their Pila at the side. I've been leaving those 2 units there for a second to see where they might be needed, but I'm about to charge them in a second. But as you can see, my Principes are fighting their way back to the door. They've slowly pushed forward enough that they were able to get to the door. There's my Archer Auxilia. They just killed like 5 of my guys right there. What a failure. Those guys suck. Seriously, I hate them. They got good range, but they're really bad archers. Anyway, we're about to take back the gates here. As you see, my archers actually kill some people right there. But one of my units routed, but they'll come back in a second. But now all my units are charging at the door, just trying to get through. I just double-clicked, so they all charged. And now they're looking to get through right here, and we've just captured the gates back. That's what it said in-game. And now I'm kind of chasing them out of here. Like, I really don't want to go out in the open, because I know his phalanx pikemen and his other units might be able to kind of surround me as I funnel out of here. So right now I'm just kind of like pull my troops back a little bit, and basically they're all kind of staying in this little bottleneck, but for now anyway. But I really don't want to go out there, so now I'm bringing all my troops back in, because I want to kind of remake my line here, because it's got all destroyed in that whole thing, and I want to get my line with reserves back. But now he sees that I'm turned around and starts rushing all his troops toward me, hoping to like catch me with my back turned. But right before he gets there, I turn around and send all my troops back. So most of them run away, but the ones that get stuck end up just getting destroyed, and then the other ones come in to try and save them. And that was a pretty bad tactical maneuver, because he probably could have kept doing something. Could have probably tried to lure me out, because I would have gone after a while. But anyway, he's coming in with his phalanx, trying to get me in this bottleneck here, since the pikes are superior to just my infantry troops. But with gates, they're a little bit finicky, so you kind of lose your phalanx formation as you go through them. So pretty much my Principes are just going to destroy them, because since they're using their swords for the most part, not their pikes. But here comes a hail of arrows and javelins through here, and I'm just fighting them in this bottleneck. It's actually a pretty good thing for me, because they mostly have their swords out, and that definitely helps my Principes quite a bit. So this is pretty much all of my troops right now, all of these Principes right here. And like I said, they are very good troops. They're only 490 denarii, but I gold upgraded them. And if you have enough of them, like you can, if they're so cheap and there are really no rules about spamming, if you can have enough of them, then you can pretty much defend most things. They're pretty tough on their feet. They won't really crumble under cavalry or like pikemen or anything. They'll just they'll stand in there. So they're pretty good units, and like I said, it's my pre-Marion army, so it's you pretty much have to use these units if you're gonna use a pre-Marion army. But anyway, there's still a fight going on in the middle here, because not that many can get in the fight at a time, so it's a pretty slow fight, even though there are lots of people. And the archers are still kind of skirmishing. They're pretty much a non-factor. Like, nobody really cares about them. We're both just watching this fight, but they're still firing at each other. So, but now, as you can see, that big, huge pile of Principes right there, all surrounding that gate, and he's all but done with right now. I can't believe his units haven't routed yet. They're down to, like, what, 5 guys down there? But, actually 1 guy. And he just died. So now there's just the archers left, and this should pretty much be utter destruction right here. So anyway, that was the siege battle for Rome, and I hope you enjoyed it, and stick around next time, because I'll have another Spartan battle. I have one where they successfully attack a village, and one where they successfully defend one, so watch for that, and I will see you guys later.